Okay, so this is our game named Battle Hex. We drastically changed from the midterm prototype to new game board and a lot new player movements and new cards to allow more strategic skill and still have that chance. So just simply to start out, each player starts in their respective corner where they're color coded. Each player has one soldier, and each soldier has a health, stamina, and shield bar. The shield is on the board, so you start off with 0, and then if you land on that space or go through that space and you pick up a card, then this is where you pick up your weapons. You have to land on the space, you draw a weapon, and this is a mystery box where it has some random cards in the deck that you can use throughout the game that
give you a little advantage.
Yeah, give you a little bit advantage. And so in the phases of the turn is phase 1, you decide whether you want to upgrade your stamina or your health. You can't do both, you can only choose one. And then you would roll the die, and then if it's a 1 or 2, then you get +2 stamina or health, 3 or 4 +4, 5 or 6 +6. And you only do that after your starting turn. So when you start off in your base, you don't roll the dice to increase your health or stamina. And we'll explain the attacking / moving phases later on in the game, but for right now, to move on the board, it costs 2 stamina points per hexagon, and you can only move a max of 4 spaces. So that means you can use a max of max of 4 spaces. But if you're in outside of your zone in another player's zone, then it doubles. You have to use 4 stamina points per hexagon. And these gray spaces are just neutral spaces, so you still use the same amount as you would of your own home base, which is just 2 stamina points. So Jason is going to start out. I'm going to be playing 2 players because this game is meant to be played with 3 to 4 people, and we only have 2. So Jason's going to be the green, and I'm going to be the red and the yellow, and he's going to start out with his player movement.
So in the beginning, we're just going to decide where we want to move, and we'll dispose stamina from that, and then like Mason had said, after that, for following turns, we'll choose health or stamina that we want to use. So I'm just going to roll the white die, and I got, a 5. So I start with 10 stamina, so say I want to move 2 spaces. It's only 2 stamina within my zone, so 10 minus 4 for 2 spaces is 6. And then I go 1, 2.
Alright, and that ends his turn because right now he doesn't have a weapon, so he's not able to attack. So this just kind of decides whether you want to go for like the mystery box, which has some random weapons, or get your armor first or into a weapon first. So now it's my turn, and then I'm going to choose to move 4 spaces, so that's going to cost me 8 stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so then I move my stamina bar down to 2. And now it's Jason's turn, and this is where you start to choose whether you want to upgrade your health or stamina at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to choose to move up my stamina by this roll. So I rolled a 3, so that's +4 stamina if I want to use it. So 6 + 4 puts me back at 10. And if I want to move, I can move a max of 4 spaces. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that'll use up all but 2 of my stamina. And now it's his turn.
Yeah, and it's important to note, in one's turn, you can choose to move or attack or do both. So you can move on the game board and then choose to attack after you move, but you can't attack and then move. You can only move first and then attack. But you're limited by your stamina, and really, if you do that, because weapons also cost stamina to use. So, yeah. So now it's my turn. I'm gonna choose to upgrade stamina. I got a 6, so I'm gonna add 6 to my stamina bar. So 2, 4, 6. Now I have 8, and then I'm gonna move 3 spaces to get a weapon. 1, 2, 3, and that's gonna cost me 6 stamina. So I'm back down to 2, and then I'm gonna draw my weapon, and I got an assault rifle. So this assault rifle we have this outlined in the instructions, but assault rifles can attack from 4 spaces away, and they require 2 stamina points to attack. So that ends my turn, and now it's Jason's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and get to this weapon space, so I'm gonna use stamina first. I'm gonna roll, so I got a 4, so I get 4 stamina back, so that puts me at 8, and then if I just wanna move 1 space to get to this gun, I'll go back 2, which is 6, and then I pick up a gun card, maybe. So I got a sniper. So there's 3 weapons in the game. There's also a pistol, which we'll see in a little bit. But this one takes 4 stamina to use, and I can attack him with it. And hopefully, when we get a little bit closer and we attack each other, you'll see how these weapons come out to play.
Yeah, and snipers are the longest ranged weapons, so you can attack from 8 spaces away with a sniper. So, and I also almost forgot. I forgot to move this character. I'm just gonna say he's going towards the armor first, and he's down here. So,
Yeah.
Alright, so then
now let's go back to
yeah, so it goes back to me. I'm gonna roll for stamina again, since I only have 2. So I got 3, so that's 4, 2, 4, and then I'm gonna choose to move 1 space, which costs 2 stamina, and that'll end my turn. And then we'll roll for this guy. He got a 3, so now that's plus 4 stamina. And then he's gonna move 2 spaces to get the armor, and that's 4 stamina, and he draws armor. So there's 3 levels of armor, 1, 2, and 3. Level 1, you get 2 armor points. Level 2, you get 4 armor points, and level 3, you get 6 armor points. And this just basically adds onto your health. So if someone attacks you and you have 2 armor points and the damage is 2, then you just lose all your armor. Or if they attack you and they do 4 damage, then you lose the 2 armor points and then 2 of your health. So pretty simple. So you just keep the armor card next to your respective corner until someone attacks you and you lose that, then you just discard it. And now it's Jason's turn.
Should we skip to
Yeah, keep going until you get this one.
Okay. So now it's my turn. I'm gonna use stamina again, and so I got a 3, so that's gonna be plus 4 stamina. So I was at 6, and now I'm back up to 10, and I'm gonna, let's see, it's 2 of my zones. So if I go 1, 2, I'll use, give me 4 stamina, and then go back to 6. If I did want to go ahead and move into his zone, I would count the difference, because you have to use 2 more to go into his zone off my stamina. If you're like going into 2 different zones on 1 turn.
Alright, so now it's my turn again. I'm gonna roll for stamina. So 3, so I got plus 4, 2, 4. Now I'm at 8. And then I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move 4 spaces, which is the max, 8. So now I'm down to 0. And I'm gonna get a mystery card. And so this card, you get a range increase on your weapons, so you get to gain additional 2 spaces on the attack range. And this is something, if I was playing, I wouldn't show my other players, so they don't know I have it. And then Jason's gonna go.
Yeah. So.
Or I'm sorry, we'll move this guy again. Sorry. So 5. So that's plus 6 stamina. So now he has 10, and we'll just say he's gonna move 4 spaces towards the weapon. So he's gonna use 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now Jason's turn.
Yeah, so I want to use a sniper to go ahead and attack him. So snipers have the longest range distance. So I'm going to be able to attack him from 6 away.
8.
It's 8.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have plenty anyway. But so when there's an attack situation, we're going to use the green and the red die. And so defense has 1, and then offense will have 2. And so if we roll both at the same time, say defense, or we'll just, so
Yeah, we'll just roll. So if there's a tie, you take the highest. He takes the highest of his 2 die or dice, and then obviously I only have 1, so that's my highest. And if there's a tie, defense always wins. So
yeah, defense has the advantage. So if I roll mine, so my highest is 5, so it's 5 versus 4.
Yep.
So I'll win. So I can go ahead and attack him. So I can use this, and it takes 4 stamina points. So I go back to 2, and then the damage that it does to his is
I believe it should be 6.
Six.
Yeah, so I lose 6
6,
health
yeah.
points, so now I'm down to 14. And
yeah. So another quick point, you can hold on to your weapon, but in order to get another one, like if I want to draw again, you have to go to a new zone. So I would have to go that way and then around here and then back. But you're allowed to hold on to your weapons until then.
yeah, and that just prevents you from going, hopping back and forth from one weapon space. And then for the armor, I forgot to explain this. You can't draw another armor card until your current armor card is discarded, so that it's used up.
But with these cards, the specialty cards, those are disposable after their one use. But you would still have to go ahead and go to the next zone to get them.
Okay, so now we advanced further along in the game. The red player was now eliminated. I eliminated him, and Jason is still barely holding on. He has 6 health. I have 12, and stamina, we both have 6. But I also have a level 2 shield, which was 4 armor points, but now I'm down to 2 because I got attacked. And then it's Jason's turn, and we'll start from here.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the special card. And I'll advertise now. It's a UAV, so pretty much I get to look at one of his cards, and I'm gonna take one. So let's see what he has. So he has a med kit, increase the range of a weapon, and a rocket launcher. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. So I can't use this card right now, but I can wait a turn and then use it. So then this goes into the
Discard pile. And it's important, you can only use one of these cards per turn. That's why he can't use the rocket launcher that he just got. But he still gets his roll for stamina, and he still gets their stamina or health, and he still gets to move if he wants.
Like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna choose to roll for stamina. I got a 6, so that means I have 6 stamina to use. So if I had 6 right now, that means I go up to 12. But I'm gonna try and stay close to him, and in my zone, so I don't use more. So I'm just gonna go 1, and then that's -2 stamina for me.
All right, so now it's my turn. I'm gonna roll for stamina. I got 2, so that's just 2. So now I'm at 8, and Jason's only at 6 health, and an AR does 4 health points damage. So I'm gonna attack him. So he gets the red die for defense, and I get this die.
So I got 3. So both of his cards are mine. So it's 6 versus 4.
Yep. So now he won. Or I won. So now he's down to 2. And then I will end my turn.
He's on them 2.
Yeah. So now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this because.
Oh yeah. Roll for the.
So that's not on my side. I'm gonna use stamina right now. Or sorry, my bad. I'm gonna use health. And so I got a 2, so I get +2 health. So I'm gonna go back to 4. And I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna use this rocket launcher. And I'm gonna do 8 damage points to him. So now this gets discarded into the trash, and then his health goes down by 8.
And it's important to note that the rocket launcher, it's stated in the instructions, it has to be within the range of 6 spaces, and it doesn't require stamina to use since it's a special weapon. So, and there's no defense against it. So I automatically just get knocked down to 4 health points, and now it's my turn. So I'm gonna roll for health since I'm pretty low. So 5, that gave me 6, 2, 4, 6. I'm at 10 now, and then Jason still has a sniper, so I'm gonna try to move away from him, but probably back into my zone so I don't have to use a ton of stamina. So 2, 4, 6, and that'll end my turn now. It's Jason's.
Okay. So now I'm gonna roll for health because I'm running low. So I get +4 health from there. So I have 4, so now I get 8. And then I do still have 10 stamina, and I'm gonna get a little closer to him, so I can go ahead and let's see if I go 1, 2, 3. That'll keep me in my zone without using too much. So that's 6 stamina. So if I go to there, and then 10 minus 6 will bring me to 4.
Oh yeah, and then I also forgot, I should have discarded this card since he attacked me with a rocket launcher and that depleted all my armor. So that one's eliminated and I'll have no shield anymore. And alright, so now it's my turn. I'm gonna roll for stamina since I need that to attack. I got 1, so that's only 2, so now I'm at 4. And then I'm gonna attack Jason. He's only 3 or 2 spots away. So
Not bad.
you're good.
So I got 5. So
So that means
he'll win because defense.
yeah,
is
so
on top.
if the defense wins, it's always minus 2 health points. I should have stated that earlier. No matter what, it's always just minus 2 if defense wins. So I'm down to 8, and now it's Jason's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna move for stamina because I want to get as close as I can to a potential attack, and I got 5, so that means I get plus 6 stamina. So 4 plus 6 will bring me to 12, and I'm just gonna move 1 and keep him there. So, and then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him using my sniper.
Alright, so
So-
now he's attacking. And that sniper costs how much?
4 stamina.
Yeah, 4 stamina.
So now I'll go ahead and go 10 minus 4 is 6.
Okay, so he won, and sniper does 6 damage, so now I'm down to 2. So,
So now it's his turn.
yep, so that's my turn. And then it's my turn, so I'm gonna roll for health. 4, 2, 4, and then I can't really outrun Jason at this point because he's pretty close to me, and a sniper is 8 spaces away, and I don't have the stamina to move that many spaces, and so I'm gonna choose to attack him and try to finish him off or get him pretty depleted. So let me fix that one. Okay, so now I just did 4 health damage to him, so now he's back down to 4, or 2, yeah. And then now it's Jason's turn.
Since we just have to- So, I want to see what's on the special space, so I'm gonna roll for stamina. I was able to get 5, so that's 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, and then I'll go minus 2. Go ahead, and he's on the question mark, maybe. So then I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I'm not gonna show him normally, but for simplicity purposes now, it's a stamina boost. So when I want to use it at whatever turn, I get plus 4 stamina points.
Okay, so that's my turn. I'm gonna roll for stamina 5, so I got 6. And then I'm gonna attack Jason again with my my AR. Okay, so I lose 2 health points since he won, and now it's his turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll again for stamina, and so that's plus 2, so I get 12. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna stay where I am because I want to stay close. So you don't have to move if you don't want to. Actually, hold on, maybe I will attack. So I'll go ahead and use the sniper again. So that's gonna take 4 of my stamina. So from 12 minus 4 put me down to 8, and then go ahead and we'll attack again. So he got a 5, so he wins.
So now Jason loses because his health is back down to 0.
So
And since the defense won, it's always minus 2. So he would lose, the Yellow Army wins, and that's how you play Battle Axe. And there's just a couple cards that we didn't get to play. So there's Range Increase, which adds to spaces on attack range. There's a med kit I could have used, gain 4 health points. I can't use them in the same turn again.
It's also double roll.
Yeah, so this one you could roll 2 dice to increase your health or stamina at the beginning of your turn instead of just 1.
Yeah, and there is also a pistol. If you would pick it up, it just has 0 stamina points. Excuse me, to attack. And
You can attack from 2 spaces away, but the nice thing about the pistol is you don't have to use any stamina to attack. And there's also another variation that you could play with this game. We didn't have it set up this way, but you could have 3 army men moving throughout the board and keeping track of the health of the 3 army men that you have, and then whoever loses their army first is the last man standing would win the game. But yeah, that's our game Battle X.